on the scene. And then people love the verse. Like, it's funny, like, I didn't think about it back then, but it's such a loungy song. Like, I'm in Williamsburg, so I'm in the William Vale before the pandemic shut everything down. So I'm in lounges, and they're like playing that in like fancy lounges. So I'm like, some people, they don't even know I'm the one sitting here eating, but that's me playing. But nah, it's good. It was a great song. Put me on the map. I got a lot of credibility from that verse. That verse that I spit on, and people still talk about it to this day. And yeah, like I said, it was an honor to be able to work with Aaliyah. I wish she was still here, because she'd still be making a lot of noise in the industry, because she looks like this person that she wouldn't age. Like, she probably would look the same way,
right,
almost to this day. So yeah.
What do you remember about that particular video shoot?
Oh man, that was a nice shoot, man. It was a lot of girls. Yo, it was a lot of girls. So, and it was different. And then I felt good, because like, I was one of the main rappers on the song. So it was me, Kim, Aaliyah, and Trife. So it was our song. And then I demoed it. I demoed the track. Like, I went in on it. I went in on it, and everybody knew that. Even during shows. So that felt good. That felt really good.
So
yeah. Love this beat.
Wow, when that dropped,
man, oh man, oh man, that was one of my favorite songs on the album. I would have cut an arm off to get on that track. Oh man, when I heard that, yeah, I think Easy LP, he definitely made that. Good dude, man. Yo, when I heard that track was just like lovely, man. Just and I know me, like, I'm the type of lyricist where I fit into the beat. Like, my words are always gonna fit. So I would have just seen myself like bouncing all over that. So I was really disappointed that I could not get on that song.
right?
To be honest with you, but I still love it. Still a great song, great classic.
And also, what do you remember about that particular video shoot?
No, I wasn't at that video shoot. No, I wasn't at that video shoot. I don't know where I was, but I wasn't at that video shoot. I don't think everybody was there.
Okay. Thinking back, yeah, it just seemed like the main people on the song for that particular joint.
They snuck that one in.
Damn, yo. You love me.
What?
I'm saying, you love me?
Yeah, I love you. Why?
What you doing?
What you mean what I'm doing, nigga? Why? Why you want to know?
Because I want you to come to my crib and shit.
Yeah, and?
Saying, you gonna fuck me and my man and shit.
Nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you? You drunk or something?
No, I'm alright.
Take me back to that skit.
I wasn't there for that skit, but that's Nino Brown. That's Nino Brown. I can't remember if that's Kim. Like, who? I don't think that's Kim. Who was doing the skits? I think that we just did like random skits. Like, they'll kind of make them up based on the vibe as we were going along. Yeah, but that was Nino Brown, and I think one of Kim's one of the Gabbana girls. You know, Kim always rapped about the Gabbana girls. I think it was one of the Gabbana girls on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spinning off that endo smoke. Got me seeing double visions cause I'm toe up low. It's no joke, the weed smoke got me crazy. And the E and J got me pissy like a baby. I was fucking with these twins.
Yeah, that's Tripe and Larceny. Think they went in on that. That was one of those, that was probably one of those, because you know what it was? Like I said, we had multiple nights in the studio. Like, we'll just go to Quad and just try to bang out joints. And we took a long time because, like I said, we were playing around. We were knuckleheads. in the studio. And then we had a lot of people, and then everybody was drinking, smoking, like whatever. Like I said, we were young, just young and excited, not as laser sharp focused, like get stuff done. So long story short, we were eating up the budget in the studio, like so it was interesting.
Right. If we can backtrack just a little bit back to Realms of Junior Mafia, how did Jamal get on that track, and what do you remember
about? That's my guy right there, Jamal. Who could fade them all? Yeah, that's my dude. He used to always come to the studio because we used to hang out. He used to come out to Brooklyn and check us. Like, yeah, little Jamal, yeah, he used to come out. That was our guy, man. Crazy dude, man. Crazy.
He was originally from Philly, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Jamal was ill, and he was spit, like, and he was just one of those rapping dudes, like, all day, like he just on and on, just keep rapping, like he'll just start rapping. If a beat come on, he gonna start rapping, and he just like his energy was always crazy. But good dude, man. A lot of love for that dude, man.
And I bumped into him in Atlanta probably 2 or 3 years ago, and just like you described him, he's still that rapidy dude. Like he just
he rap like I don't even think he talks sentences. He probably just rap everything. Yeah,
yeah.
But good dude.
Did you happen to know his partner Malik back then?
No.
Okay.
When he used to come to Brooklyn, he used to come by himself most of the time, and he used to just come in the studio, and then he'd do his thing.
So.
Smile in your face.
What up, C's?
Hey, Caesar Leo De Janeiro.
They smile in your face. All the time they wanna take your place.
Papa, what's up?
The Buddha got my brain seeing my own blood.
Take us back to Backstabbers.
Yeah. So that joint, like I said, I think Un came up with that one. So when I first heard the beat, I was like, yeah, it's all right. But then when I saw the vision and when it came through, I was like, okay, I feel it. So that was Kim. Happy 25th, Caesar Leo.
So.
What's doing, man? I don't know. Fucking niggas up that block, man. Yo, man, get with KLEPT, man. Y'all niggas come down. Yo, I'm gonna be there, man. Don't go nowhere, alright? Don't go nowhere.
Get shot.
Yeah, that's what I told you. The whole premises of the album was behind Larceny, who's Big City Bang now, him getting shot. Yeah, that's a dope beat.
Now we're getting into your track, sir.
25 years. Feel like 15 about, see? Yeah. Yeah, this one was hard.
Lyrical wizardry dances on that seat, like money on that seat. Let us love some motherfuckers burning everybody hotter than pussy than Jamaican parties. From angels, niggas can't see me like Charlie. Style
Hardy, niggas see me like Marley.
Hey, you snapped on that one.
Ooh, yeah, I went in on that. That was a sleeper. Like I just like that beat. Like when I went in the studio, like I said, DJ Action, which was Special Ed's DJ, he made that beat. So when I heard it, I was like, yo, that beat is hard. I think I could do some stuff to it. And I just whipped up some stuff and whipped up some lyrics. And then when I went in the booth, I think I either came back or something. I might have took the beat and then came back. And then, like I said, that's the one when I stepped out. When I stepped out, C said Big used to love that song. So when I stepped out, that's when I saw Buckshot. Like I said, he was in the studio. Like, oh, shoot. But, yeah, no, Special Ed didn't produce it. DJ Action, Special Ed's producer. I mean, Special Ed's DJ produced that one. I see somebody said Special Ed produced it. Special Ed produced Oh My Lord with me and Big.
Speaking of which.
Hard.
One nigga
niggas wanna clock me. Like that dance called a Tati. Don't they know I break motherfuckers into parts like Rocky? Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Niggas can't fuck with me. My style's not me. Plumb crazy. Who's that wildest motherfucker catching racks, sticking Jamaicans for sound sets outside discotheques? Oh man, it's the 25th anniversary. You know, I gotta give it to y'all. So,
no doubt.
It's funny because I'm in the corporate world now, right? So people always shocked when they like I'm a do me. Like when it's time to be corporate, I know how to be corporate. When it's time to be musical and get into what I do, jump right into it, and I handle them both magnificently. So,
what do you remember most about recording that track?
We mentioned it. I told you that was a funny story because once again, I had brought Biggie to Special Ed studio, and I forgot what we were doing. Were we trying to mix something down? I think we might have been mixing down lyrical. Something was happening. So Biggie was in the studio. So Ed was just playing that beat. He started playing that beat, and then he was just make you say, "Oh my!" I think Ed was actually scratching to make you say, "Oh my Lord," in that. So Big, I'm listening to the beat. I'm like, "Yo, Big, that beat is hard. Yo, let's do something. Let's do something." So I'm like, "Yo, come on." He like, "Yo." He like, "You got something?" He looking at me like, "You got something? You got something?" I said, "Yeah, I got something." He like, "Yo." He said, "All right, go ahead. If you got something, go ahead." So boom, I go in the booth, laid the verse. Forgot Busta Rhymes was in the studio too. Busta Rhymes was with us, and I think Busta Rhymes just came there. I don't know, he didn't come with us, so Busta Rhymes was in the studio too. So I go lay the first verse. So I come out, and when I come out the booth, because his booth was in the back, was his booth? It was like in the it was in another part of because he had like an apartment that he turned into a studio. It wasn't his apartment. He just rented an apartment and turned it into he called it the Dollar Cab Lab and turned it into a studio. So I came out the booth and came into the room while they were playing it, and everybody had the screw face, Busta Rhymes, and all of them. So they in there, so they listening to my verse. So I'm like, "Yo, Big, what up?" He looked at me, he said, "Nah, you're not putting me on the spot. We coming back tomorrow." So he like, "Nah, you ain't putting me on the spot." So then Big left out and then came back the next day with some killer Thriller in Manila. So me and him, we were just going head to head on that song, but it was dope. It was dope. It was a dope song. I love it, man. A lot of people, I got a lot of credibility from that too. A lot of people, like, there was a lot of arguments online because people felt like the lyrics were so ill. They thought Biggie wrote for me. And just to clear the air, I always wrote all my lyrics. Like anything that came out of my mouth, I always wrote it. So people would argue, "Nah, he sounded too good. Nah, it had to be, Biggie wrote that for him." Nah, man. Nah, I was going in. That's why if I would have got the torch the way I wanted it, it'd have been crazy to this day. So it is what it is.
Dope.
Strike velocity in the fucking house. My nigga KLEPT in the fucking house. And me, Del Vet. One love.
This is hard.
Check it. Yo, Vet, little niggas pushing land through the jeeps, getting running all day, every day of the week. Max and Maximals and Actors.
Okay, story behind Murder Ones. So what would happen is I would go to Ed's studio and come back with songs. Like, I think I was one of the few people that actually came back with songs for the album, like, and it made it to the album. So it was me and Cheek Del Vet. So Cheek, he wasn't on the album yet. So they were acting like, "Yo, I don't know what's going on." So I don't know why Cheek wasn't on the album yet. So I brought Cheek with me, Cheek Del Vet, to Special Ed studio. So it's just me and Cheek. So Action played that beat. Yo, if people could listen to that beat, like listen to Murder Ones on the Junior Mafia Conspiracy album, that beat was so hypnotic and melodic. When I heard it, it just